हाय गाइस, स्वागत है आपका एक और इंटरेस्टिंग सी वीडियो में। आज मैं आया हूँ BYD लैंडमार्क ओखला में टू रिव्यू द ऑल न्यू 2022 BYD E6. So if I talk about the key of this car, first thing, this key looks pretty much spectacular and unique than other keys that now the manufacturers are giving to you. You get a lock and an unlock button over here. You press this button twice, you can open the boot of this car, and if you press this circular button, the hazard light will turn on. So if I talk about the front of this car now, you get the OG L-shaped DRL over here along with the projector over here. But इस projector में आपको yellow halogen light मिलती है and आपको white lights नहीं मिलती है. You get an indicator over here, and also what cool about this car is that you get the honeycomb grill over here, which looks pretty much interesting and give this car a nice look. So overall, if I talk about the front now, this car gives you a shape of maybe a bird beak, but other than that, to be honest, I like the front of this car. You get this BYD logo covered in blue over here along with the chrome element, which I really love. But there are no fog lamps in this car. I don't know why, when you're paying like 29.5 lakh rupees ex showroom and you're not getting these. So if I talk about the side profile of this car now, you get a 215/55 R17 tire along with the silver finishing alloy wheel, but this is a kind of a matte silver finish which I really love, along with the BYD logo in the center. Also you get disc brake on all the four wheels, which again is a pretty much cool features for the safety. So if I talk about the side mirror of this car, again you get an indicator over here, and it is a LED one, and you don't get in the fender since you are paying like 29.5 lakh rupees again. And also you get this chrome thing going all over the side of this car. Also this car has a wheelbase of 2800 mm, which is 50 mm bigger than the Innova Krista. So this car does look bulky, but yeah, this has this ground status, which again make this car looks pretty much a sedan type. Before coming to the rear profile of this car, I would like to highlight this one thing, that you got this space written over here, and this one is embossed within this silver finishing thing over here, which will remind you that this car is coming straight from space for you, and ये यहाँ पे नहीं बनी है, ये बाहर से ही आई है. So if I talk about the tail lamp of this car now, you get the all LED tail lamp, which is quite interesting. You get a LED tail light, LED parking light, and LED reverse light, and also an LED indicator, which is quite amazing. Also you get this chrome element running again all over the car, and also on the BYD logo in the center, which I feel is pretty much look amazing, because BYD really knows कि कहाँ पे chrome put करना है. Unlike the MG Aster, जब वो शुरू में आई थी, उन्होंने बहुत सारे ही क्रोम पुट कर दिया था अपनी गाड़ी में, which doesn't look that amazing. Also you get 4 parking sensors over here along with the reverse camera over here. Also you get a reflector beneath, along with this piano black element running beneath the bumper, which again look quite amazing. You also get a rear defogger in this car along with the वाइपर. अगर अगेन मिट्टी विट्टी आ गई है, बारिश हो रही है, तो दिस विल हेल्प यू आउट टू व्यू इन द बैक. ऑल्सो यू गेट अ tail light over here along with the spoiler, which looks pretty much amazing. And also you get a shark fin antenna, which is pretty much OG nowadays in all the cars. So when I open the boot of this car with this button, this boot is around 580 liters deep, which is quite amazing. यार, आप एक छोटा सा बंदा तो यहाँ पे बिठा ही सकते हो आराम से, कोई दिक्कत आने वाली नहीं है. यू ऑल्सो गेट अ लाइट ओवर हेयर. अगर आप जैसे रात को गाड़ी ड्राइव कर रहे हो या कहीं रोक दी है, कुछ पीछे सामान निकालना है, तो दिस लाइट विल come very much handy. So if I talk about the space saver tire of this car, again this tire is a D size. This is a 135/80 R17 tire along with the steel rim and not the alloy one. because of the cost cutting कहीं ना कहीं तो करनी होती है ना. That is necessary for the Indian car markets. And also, unlike the new Innova Krista, you need to close the boot of this car manually and not with the button. If I talk about the rear seat comfort for this car, when I open this door now, first thing, this door is pretty much heavy, and this will tell you कि यार चाहे चाइना का माल है, but it is very much bulky. So you get the piano black finishing on the top along with the matte silver finishing on the sides. Also, the door handlebar is also finished in silver or the matte silver finishing element, which I really like. You also get a leather wrapped armrest over here along with the white stitching, which I was really missing. Now these days what people are doing is, or manufacturers are doing is कि वो यार वो black leather के साथ black ही stitching देते हैं, which doesn't give you that premiumness. Also, if I talk about the power window of this car, you see it is, it has this silver finishing border again, which I really love. And also you can store your phone or maybe some little stuff over here. You can store maybe a 1 liter bottle over here and a wallet or mini documents over here. You also get a speaker along with this again silver finishing on the side, which I really love. Also, if you want to charge this car, here is the lid to charge the car. And once I settle inside this car now and I close the door, this door closes with a big hum and it will tell you कि ये गाड़ी बहुत strong है. So once I'm settled inside the car, sitting inside this car is not at all a hassle for me. Thing number one, because though this car looks pretty much grounded, but sitting inside this car won't be a problem for a old age or maybe a child. So if I talk about the under thigh support of this car now, again I am a 6 feet person, अंदर थाई सपोर्ट मेरे लिए हमेशा ही प्रॉब्लम होता है क्योंकि मैंने सीट भी तो अपने हिसाब से कर रखी है ना यार आगे की. सो दैट्स वन इशू. सो you also get a white light over here, which I really love, and this white light is kind of different. You can't spot the difference from the camera view, but आपको in person ही आके देखना पड़ेगा, ऐसे मैं नहीं समझा सकता. You get 3 headrests for all the 3 passengers who are sitting in the back, which is quite interesting. You get a BYD logo over here along with 1 AC vent. You also get 2 power charging socket, and this is a USB 1, and ये normally है, ये fast charging वाले नहीं है. You get this minor hump over here because यहाँ पे transmission तो आ ही नहीं रहा है. This car runs by the battery, so hump is pretty much low. So अगर यहाँ पे 3 बंदे बैठे हैं, it shouldn't be a hassle for any of them. So if I talk about the airiness of this car, the car looks pretty much airy to me. The windows are pretty much very big to be honest. यार इतनी बड़ी विंडो पीछे वाले बंदे को मुझे नहीं लगता कोई ऑफर करता है except few big cars. But considering the size and the groundedness of this car, windows are really very big for me. And you also got a hook over here, to store your sherwani or maybe lehenga or maybe a coat. And there's a grab handlebar. Again कोई माइकल शूमाकर चला रहा है तो grab handlebar तो यार चाहिए ही होता है ना. Now coming to the most awaited part of this, or the segment of this video, is the driver side of this car. First thing I noticed is you get the keyless entry along with the key fob over here for the driver side and also for the passenger side. So when I open the door of this car again, the door again does not open pretty much wide enough, but it is very heavy. So you get a leather wrap finishing for the armrest along with 4 power windows over here, finished again in the silver finishing or the matte silver finishing. You can adjust your side mirrors using these buttons. You can lock and unlock your car, and also you get a silver finishing for the driver side door handle also. And there is this one interesting thing, or maybe one common thing between XUV 700 and this car, is that you get this flat treatment on the door for the driver's side, and I think it's on the front side only. ये पीछे की साइड में बिल्कुल भी नहीं है. So once I get settled inside the car, you get the extended support or the under thigh support for the front seats. And also this car is very much silent from inside and from the outside too. You get a start and stop button over here, and once I start this car gives you a welcoming thing. It will tell you कि आप BYD में बैठे हो, and this car is straight away coming from the space. You can increase or decrease the brightness of this instrumental cluster using this thing over here, see, and you can adjust the headlight of this car using this, and also you get a piano black finishing and the silver treatment for the AC vents or the air vents too. But there is one disappointment: you do not get the cruise control in this car, since you are paying like 28 and a half or maybe 29 and a half lakh rupees ex showroom price, and आपको इस गाड़ी में ये नहीं दे रहे. ये बहुत ज़्यादा depressing है. So in order to change the settings or see some information from the instrumental cluster, you get this button over here, and once I press this button it will tell you the average ki kitni average de rahi hai gaadi. And also this interesting feature: you can actually control the AC of this car from these buttons and from the instrumental cluster over here. So once I press this, see, I can increase or decrease the cooling of this car. Once I go back now, I can also increase or decrease the temperature, and there is a feature separately for the speed thing. So once I press OK, I can set the speed of this car, or maybe it will tell me कि कब alarm बजाना और कितनी speed पे alarm बजाना है. So if I talk about the infotainment of the system car now, which is pretty much a very cool thing. See, this thing flips. मैन कौन देता है यार, ये बच्चों के लिए खिलौना हो जाएगा, पता है, एंड ये लड़ाई कर सकते हैं ये चीज़. आई रियली लव दिस थिंग. दिस इज़ अ 10-inch screen, and this acts like a tab, as you have seen. And to be honest, I don't know what's happening. See, चाइना से तो थोड़ा एक्सपेक्ट था, बट इंडियन कार मैन्युफैक्चरर्स भी टेस्ला वाली चीज़ें थोड़ी दे रहे हैं, विच आई रियली लव. सो if I talk about the infotainment system again of this car, you do not get the Apple CarPlay or the Android Auto for this particular car, but you get the Bluetooth connectivity, which is quite a disappointment. The touch is feather touch again, and you do not get so much information over here. जितनी इन्फॉर्मेशन है आपको आपके इंस्ट्रूमेंट क्लस्टर में ही दिखेगी. यहाँ पे आपको ज़्यादा कुछ इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं मिलेगी. इफ़ यू वांट टू इंक्रीज द AC टेम्परेचर और डू समथिंग लाइक दैट, you just go back again. You can do it from the infotainment system also. So you do get the all automatic climate control system for this car, along with the hill hold button over here, and also the traction control button off over here. So you can also increase or decrease the volume of the infotainment system using this button, and you can also switch it off. You also get this piano black finishing, and also again the leather wrap finishing running through the center console, which I really like. And you also get a mat over here, to store your phone, और phone आपका नहीं खिसके क्योंकि यहाँ पे अच्छे से फिटेड है. बट आपको इस गाड़ी में वायरलेस चार्जिंग नहीं मिलती है. You do get 2 cup holders over here, and you get the storage unit over here, maybe to store your the key of this car or maybe your phone. You do get the electronic handbrake for this car. You also get the leather wrapped armrest for this car again, which is pretty much deep. You do get a 12-volt power charging socket over here, along with 2 USB port, which has a light running in them. I really love these kinds of mini tweaks. Once I open the dashboard of this car, so the dashboard does not let you know to open it. It will just take its time and ये अपने आप ही खुलेगा. The storage is pretty much deep enough, I must say, and storing some things won't be a hassle for you. Also, you get this piano black finishing on the dashboard, along with the silver border, which again is really a cool looking, nice and eye blooming feature. But again, आई डोंट नो वेदर यू कैन सी इट, बट यहाँ पे बहुत सारे सोल मार्क्स आ गए. सो यू नीड टू गेट दिस थिंग लैमिनेटेड. यू ऑल्सो गेट अ स्टोरेज यूनिट ओवर here too, maybe to store your cigarettes, or maybe lighter, or maybe put up a few coins over here, and that's it. You do not get the auto dimming for the rear view mirror, which is quite a disappointment. Again, ये manual ही है and ये ऐसे होता है. So you do get the white reading light again, which I really love. You also get a mirror for the driver side and also for the passenger side, but the light is missing over here. So once I'm settled inside the car, and you, for the driver point of view, A and B pillar might be a blind spot for you, but other than that, this car looks pretty much airy and also feel a bit spacious to me. If I talk about the engine or the heart of this car, so this is a 71.7 kilowatt hour battery that produces around 94 bhp and 180 nm of torque, which is pretty much decent to pull you out of a traffic. And also the bonnets get the hydraulic studs, which I really love. This car also get the NCAP rating of 5 star, which is pretty much decent. And though this one is not the cruise control one model, but this car has one more model where you get the ADAS level 2, which is quite interesting. And आप उसमें हाथ छोड़ के ऐसे गाड़ी कुछ कह सकते हो, यार तू जो करना कर ले, हम तेरे सहारे बैठ गए हैं. But this is not correct. So the owners who have XUV 700 AX7L model, कभी भी अपने हाथ नहीं छोड़ने चाहिए. That is a very very bad thing. So now coming to the final verdict of this car, which I would like to go for this car. I really don't know. I really don't know about the after sales services. I really don't know about the brand value as of now. But जैसे जैसे ये गाड़ी बिकेगी, सड़कों पे और दिखेगी, and owners reviews मिलेंगे, I will keep you guys posted for the same. So अगर आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आई हो, आप प्लीज़ मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करिएगा. अगर कोई भी कमेंट या फीडबैक हो, प्लीज़ कमेंट बॉक्स में ज़रूर डालिएगा. मैं फिर से आऊँगा एक और इंटरेस्टिंग सी वीडियो लेके. टिल देन, पीस.